Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, Rania is joining us from Greece. She is a multi-award winning individual who has a lot of heads on. So she will talk about her journey during this interview. Rania, do you want to tell my viewers about yourself actually?
Greetings from Greece. I'm very honored and excited to be invited today for this interview. I'm sure we will have a constructive discussion. My name is Rania Lampou. I'm a global educator, a STEM instructor, ICT teacher trainer, a neuroeducation researcher, author of scientific books for kids, a global peace ambassador also. And at the same time, I'm interested very much in popularizing science for people of all ages, of all educational backgrounds.
Yeah.
So far, I have received over 100 awards. I was selected among the best teachers in the world with the Global Teacher Award, the Global Teacher Prize, and among the 100 most successful women in business recently, and also among the top 10 women entrepreneurs featured in Fortune. And my achievements concern my whole educational work: course education, innovation, science, research, volunteerism, because I'm dealing with vulnerable groups. I'm working with children at the biological hospital, but also children with special education needs and refugees. At the same time, the most important thing is that I'm the founder, the national coordinator of many humanitarian projects that are based on the UN 2030 Agenda, Sustainable Development Goals. And this project tries to promote positive peace to students who suffer, and from all the disadvantages of negative peace. They're implemented mostly in Africa and Asia. So currently I'm working at the Greek Astronomy Space Company STEM instructor, where we're trying to popularize difficult abstract concepts of astronomy for the lay person, but especially for underprivileged children, because underprivileged children are always my main area of interest, and my love for children and my interest in science popularization were the main motivations that made me dedicate my career to teaching. And also I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education period, where at the Directorate of Education, Technology and Innovation, where I'm writing STEM project for Greek schools. And also I'm fighting for women's rights. And I'm also a speaker. I'm invited almost every day to many international conferences to talk about education and human rights and other topics.
So Rania, during your journey, have you faced any challenges which you want to talk about?
First of all, I was appointed in secondary education, and then I moved to primary education. That was a great blessing for me, because young children have a bigger potential in creativity. And I was involved in the magical world of STEM through a very innovative pioneering program organized by CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. And then I had this challenge to teach particle physics, quantum physics, to students of 6 to 12 years old in primary education. So the main challenge I had to do is, first of all, to redesign the curriculum, since particle physics in general, modern physics is not included in the curriculum. So I had to be creative and innovative. I had to select materials that could be attractive and challenging for my students. For instance, we use Lego cardboard, all the things that are attractive for them. The technologies also such as 3D printing. And the second challenge was that I had to teach to students of very young age. We're talking about students of 6-year-old. So I have to come up with activities that would be suitable for their age, for their rhythm, for their needs. And the great outcome of this project was actually that we created a material, very valuable visual digital material for physics, for anyone who's interested in physics. And that the students at the end of the academic year, all my students told me that I want to be a physicist and go to CERN. In the beginning of this project, I want to say that I had parents who told me, I had many arguments and worries. Parents told me that I don't want my student of 7 years old to learn particle physics, I don't care. And I had to do many pedagogical sessions to convince them about the value of STEM, the value of science, why science should be taught at an early age. And it's not accidental that CERN organizes workshops for STEM workshops for students at the preschool age, because according to recent research, students should be exposed very early to science. So the success of the program, obviously, the objective here was not to teach them particle physics, make them learn particle physics at this age. This is not the goal. The goal is to make them love science at an early age, love physics and general science. How? Through play-based methods, through hands-on activities, and what we call generally STEM. STEM is the acronym of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. It's a new trend in education. And if we add the A in the acronym, then we have arts. Why? Because especially in primary education, it's possible to teach science without degrading arts. So we're talking about a disciplinary approach that aims to promote logical thinking, of course, critical thinking, rich spirit, collaboration, acceptance of mistake. And why STEM education? What I'm trying to do is to promote STEM vision all around the world, worldwide, and also in Greece. Why? Because STEM education is framed in the daily life of young people outside the classroom. That means that we prepare students for challenges that they will face in the future. That's why we need to give them real life, real world authentic problems to solve. This is the magic of STEM. We're talking about problem solving. We don't give the solution, children should choose the solution. So these are challenges, and of course, the fact that I had to teach to underprivileged children from various backgrounds, financial backgrounds. And in this case, that's why I had to adopt the first category of STEM. We have two categories of STEM. The one which is called STEM Unplugged, and then you use everyday materials that you can find in your house. And there is a second one where you use what we call computational thinking. That means technology, Arduino, Raspberry, etc. So I had to adopt the first category, and it had, as I said before, a great success because children did amazing arts and crafts, amazing representation, theatrical events. They wrote the scripts, 3D-dimensional models, they depicted same aesthetic in multiple ways. So all these challenges, I think, were overcome through the project that they did in the end. And I forgot to say, another challenge was about girls because, all these gender norms. I had this problem that I am a woman and I couldn't be so efficient. The argument was that I couldn't be efficient as men to teach physics, particle physics to primary school students. I faced also this challenge, but I think the fact that I was awarded by CERN and I have so far 100 awards for this project, this means that women can be leaders and we need the women in science. Yes, this is what I'm trying to do, also encourage women, girls in STEM, and I support all these initiatives, for instance, Girls Go Coding, etc. I'm trying to promote and support these initiatives as a volunteer because I've got to say that recently I was appointed as the National Ambassador here in Greece, a governmental project of volunteerism education in the Greek Academy of Volunteerism. My objective is actually how to integrate the message of volunteerism in primary education and help students with special education needs and to create a network all around the world who will promote the message of volunteerism. So I'm a volunteer, as I said before, as a STEM, I'm teaching STEM to children at the Biological Hospital. It's an amazing experience because students are getting very, very excited when they engage with STEM activities. So I think that we are in the age of hands-on activities. The theory is something that is old-fashioned. This has to stop. And we all know that the way physics, for instance, or science is taught so far all around the world, at all levels of education, is boring, is uninteresting, and it doesn't appeal to real-world problems. So we needed to renew our methods, to adapt our methods to reality, to new challenges of the post-industrial revolution, to embrace technology and pay attention to what our students need and what they desire.
So, Rania, any quick advice for young girls and women who are watching this interview?
I could say follow your interests, believe in yourself, believe that what you do matters for you and for society. Very important to accept failure with grace and learn from it, because when we try new approaches, we often run up against a brick wall before finding a new and better solution. So the most important thing is to keep getting up when you fall. Try to share, talk about your experiences, learn from others, find yourself a mentor who become a role model for yourself, and never stop asking, never stop dreaming.
True. So, Rania, thank you so much for taking out time and giving me this interview. I'm a mathematics student, so I know STEM is very close to my heart. And just for the viewers who are watching this interview right now, we will be listing all the details in the description with the interview. So if you want to know more about Rania's journey and the work she's doing in Greece. So thank you so much, Rania.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
So we have amazing girls like Rania on this platform. So do subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed.